Well, here we go again. Oh man, I don't believe me. I do not like complaining about Star Wars, but I've always said I will call it out on its bullshit, and this was bullshit, and this is why Rebels is shit a lot of the time. Now, I will say, season three has been the best season for Rebels so far, and it's done really, really good. And we really hyped up this Obi-Wan versus Darth Maul and Twin Sons because it was we knew what would happen. Like we knew Maul was gonna die. There was no way he wouldn't because I hated the whole Star Wars HQ and all these other Star Wars channels were like, what can we expect from this new battle? And I'm like, what the fuck else are you gonna expect? It's sure as hell not gonna end with Obi-Wan dying. So there's only two other options: Maul dies or Maul escapes. I mean, it's really not that complicated. But I'm pretty confident they were gonna kill him. But this completely ruined things for me. Well, not ruined them, but it was really disappointing because people are saying, "Oh, we overhyped it." No, you didn't overhype it. When there's been two fights prior to this between the two, a third fight is normally the verdict fight, and it's normally supposed to be good. But this whole three, four clashes and they're dead, and Maul's dead is stupid as hell. And don't try to sit there and do the Dave Filoni thing where he talks about how, oh well, they fought each other so many other times, they were battling it out in their heads, and it was just a quick little thing. And Maul tried to do the same thing he did to Qui Gon, which is stupid because if it worked on Qui Gon, I get maybe you think it's going to work on Obi Wan, but then why didn't he try that before on Obi Wan? And why would you expect that to work on Obi Wan? Because he saw you do it to his master, so he'd probably be pretty expecting it to happen. And I guess that's how it went, but it's still stupid. Obi Wan and Grievous fought what 4 or 5 times in the Clone Wars series, but when the third movie happened, they didn't end it like that. I mean, yes, Obi Wan won, but it wasn't something as quick as this was. This is completely stupid, and the fact that people were trying to sit here and say this is a great episode, it's completely idiotic in my opinion because a lot of the episodes following Ezra, which I understand, but the episode itself did not hype up the battle because there really was nothing to hype up about because it was a shit battle. I understand, these are two masters going at it basically, and Maul finally got a decent death. I will agree to that. But the battle itself, three clashes for something that should have been a lot longer, and I still do not think they battled out in its head, and they're so used to fighting each other, they know their styles. That's why Obi Wan beat him because he knows Darth Maul so well now. That's not how fighting works. I don't know if any of you are fighters or any boxing fans or anything like that, but you look at all right. Let's look at what is it? Mickey Ward versus Arturo Gatti, and these are guys are boxers, professional boxers. They fought 3 times. First fight, action packed. Second fight, action packed. Third fight, action packed. And I can't remember who won it all in the end. I think Arturo Gatti won it all. But the point is, on the third fight, they didn't get in there, and Arturo Gatti didn't knock Mickey Ward out like that. He didn't knock him out clean cold or anything. Same with other boxing matches like Pacquiao versus Marquez. They fought 4 times, and none of them really ended with something as quick and devastating as this. And it's stupid. It's stupid how Maul can survive being cut in half and thrown down a fucking drain, basically, and survive the fall itself without, concussions or, his head just splattering open, because that's a long ass fall. Let alone he's been cut in half, but he's going to die by a single saber slice that, grazed him maybe? I mean, are you shitting me? This dude fought Sidious and lived. And granted, Sidious let him live, but the point still stands. This is just absolutely ridiculous. This was not a good episode. It was a decent episode. I will give it that. If I had to give it a rating, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. Doesn't really pass, but it's a solid. I don't know. I wouldn't watch it again. How about that? Because they did Obi-Wan very well. It was perfectly Obi-Wan character and everything, and they made Tatooine feel like Tatooine. The Tusken Raiders were fine, all that stuff, and Ezra kind of conflicting with the dark side and light side. That's always great, and seeing Obi-Wan teach Ezra was nice. I liked seeing that, but the whole Darth Maul thing, they turned him into my opinion a cringy character when he's like, "Hanabe!" I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude. Episode 1, Phantom Menace, Darth Maul was completely cool and just calm Sith. And then Clone Wars, yes, I understand him losing his mind a little bit, but he still is like calm to himself and keeps everything like, just chill. Like he knows what he's got to do. But in this one, in Rebels, he's losing his mind even more, and I guess that comes with his old age and everything. But it got to a point of ridiculousness where, he just shows up and then Kenobi's like, all right, Ezra, go. We got 2 minutes left in the episode. We got to finish it somehow. It's it really was not good. And no offense to anyone who thinks it was good, it just wasn't. I really don't think this was a good episode. I don't like how they killed Maul off that quickly. If you really wanted to have the Maul versus Kenobi finally come to peace, you should have had an Obi-Wan standalone film where Maul and him go at it again, and that would have been it on Tatooine. Then I would have been okay with everything, especially because it wouldn't be as quick as this. You know, you had Ray Park. I mean, it had the perfect setup, but I rest my case. I can't do anything about it. But I'm just saying it was a little bit disappointing. I mean, that's just it. It was a disappointing episode in my opinion. I do like how Obi-Wan thinks Luke is a chosen one. That's very nice, and I do like seeing Maul kind of come to peace with everything. But yeah, so comment your thoughts about this episode. Or do you disagree with me? And I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me that this was a bad episode, and they think it's great, and it was a perfect mix between the originals and the prequels. Blah blah blah. I don't care. It was shit. So, comment your thoughts below. I'm Star Wars Only. Hate, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time. May the Force be with you. Always.